Hello, I am Daniel. Some people call me Dan. Others call me Dan. I guess today we're talking about spot training. I'm not quite sure what that means exactly, whether the question is can you lose body fat in one specific area, or can you train muscles? I dropped my paper clip. It was going to be my fidget thing, so I didn't get distracted. Anyway.
Let's talk about both.
We can talk about both. All right. So it's pretty well known. You can't spot reduce body fat. It's not really a thing. You're going to kind of lose body fat globally, all over the entire system when you start to lose body fat. Now, it doesn't come off in equal chunks, so it's not like you diminish all body fat in all spots all at the same time. Typically, you'll lose body fat in your hands, feet, and face first, followed then by your ankles, wrists, and forearms, and then it all comes tightening back down to the center of your abdomen region. Now, what kind of body fat you hold, it really depends on your genetics, and it depends on what it is you've been building your material out of. So different materials build different things. So somebody who drinks a lot and puts on body fat because they drink a lot, their liver is working really hard, right? When the liver is full of glycogen, then it's got to produce more LDLs, low density lipid proteins, and it's going to store those fat cells kind of throughout the whole system, but it's going to store them first in the area that's most readily available, which is the closest proximity, which is why people who generally struggle with more alcohol-induced body composition areas tend to hover right around the midsection. Not that they won't put it everywhere, but you can typically see that. If you have more of a sweet tooth, more of a sugar craving, and you eat lots and lots of carbs, you'll hold more body fat more globally around the entirety of the system, simply because you can use more of your musculature to process all of those excessive calories, whereas your liver is primarily doing all the processing of the caloric empty calories that comes in alcohol. Not to say that alcohol is bad or negative in any way. It's delicious, and if you have emotional issues, man, it'll help those go away for a short amount of time. Now, you could be putting that off, deal with it later, and probably more problems if you're using alcohol to get rid of that, but that's a different story for another day. Now, in regards to muscular development, you can spot build muscles. You can, say have a giant upper body and no legs. You can have all legs and no upper body. Cyclists and skaters, you know who you're talking about, which doesn't look nearly as weird as the guy with no legs, lots of upper body. That's the position I'm working on. It's really that no lower body. I haven't done leg day now in nearly 11 weeks. I'm going on week 12 of no leg day to see you don't need to show them the injury. That's not the point of this. The point is to say I'm skipping leg days on purpose so I can have something that people can make fun of, you see. But
there's nothing to make fun of here.
yeah, I'm pretty much all there. I'm good for it being made fun of. That's pretty much my non-diploma. But in regards to spot training, the musculature system, you can definitely spot train the musculature system. You can have one right bicep stronger than your left bicep and bigger than your left bicep. Symmetry is really, really hard to achieve. So if we're talking about muscular development, then we can definitely talk about spot training. If we're talking about body composition changes in regards to fat loss, that is a much, much more difficult prospect. You're definitely going to lose it more globally. Now, let's say you're really tired of your bat wings. If you don't know what your bat wings are, if you stick your arm up in the air like this, and then you wave back and forth, if there's any level of floppage left and right, those are typically considered your bat wings. That's not a technical term, mind you. That's just one that I was told to by my mentor and the person who trained me. So we can all look back at him for being a terrible person if this is something you find offensive. We're off in the weeds again, but that's because I lost my paperclip. Going back, however, to the spot training aspect of what this is, you can definitely make your triceps bigger, and you can make your triceps stronger. Now, some people will suggest they really like their tricep extensions because it gets rid of that sticky spot right here that's awful hard to get rid of fat-wise. But they're not really reducing their fat in that area. They're just making the muscle that they have there more defined, bigger, stronger, so on and so forth. Which might make it seem like you've lost body fat there. And you might have, because if you've started exercising, there's a potential that you're actually losing body fat globally because you're producing more energy then when you consume the same amount of energy. Now that all depends, because some people think that since they're exercising, it gives them license to cheat more often, but that's neither here nor there. Some people don't think about their diet at all, and they just exercise out into the wind, which is actually a really positive thing. A lot of people base their judgment on whether they're seeing progress or not seeing progress, or how good they feel about themselves based on how they look, not specifically how they feel. You can hit the gym, exercise hard, and eat crap, right? And you can feel really good, and that's still really good for you. You can reduce your blood glucose levels, you can reduce your cholesterol, your hypertension. We can see nothing but positive changes if you just exercised and didn't change your diet. But you wouldn't necessarily look that much different in the mirror right away. Over a long enough period of time, absolutely. But in a short amount of time, most people become quite discouraged when they go, I've been exercising now for 8 weeks and I'm still 250 pounds overweight. This is impossible and it can't be done, right? But most of the time, if you're looking for progress in regards to body composition changes, if you're looking to change the way you look, it has to do with your diet. And then you'll lose body fat where your body wants to lose body fat first and foremost. And you can thank your parents with their genetics and what they gave you and what that means. Some people are just a little curvier than others, and some people are not. And so it kind of all depends on your build and makeup. If you would like